Om Shanti. I'm very fortunate to share my sustenance received through Mama. We came in Gyan in 1958, and both the parents, they used to go to the center. I was just 9 years old, 8.5. And since there were very few, Mama, Baba used to visit Kanpur, Delhi very frequently. Those days we used to live in Kanpur. And both the parents, since they used to go to listen to Mama Baba's Murli, they used to lock us up at home, and at times their aunt used to be with us, but aunt was also in Gyan. So sometimes when programs were there, they would all together go to the center, leaving us behind. And we used to play. It was a big house. We play, study, and spend our time well. My mother was a good cook, and she used to cook for Mama. She was very young at that time. One day, Mama asked Gange Dadi, who was in charge of UP zone, and Kanpur Civil Lines was the headquarters. So Mama asked Gange Dadi that I see Nirmala, my mother's name, the whole day here. Doesn't she have any children? Gange Dadi said, Mama, she has 5 children. Then Mama said, what does she do with them? She locks them up and counts. Mama felt very sympathetic for us, I would say. And Mama said, I want to see those children. So we were invited, myself, my younger sister Neera, and my brother Ravi. 3 of us were invited for lunch with Mama. You can imagine Mama giving attention to such small children. And do you know, she fed us with her own hands. She sat with us. She was also having a lunch, and she was feeding us also. You can well imagine those beautiful, heart-touching scene when Mama herself, Jagdamba, Saraswati of the world, is feeding you. Then Mama also said to me one thing: the cooperation that you give to your mother, Baba will give you its reward. This was my first interaction. And another time, I had just passed out my high school. But before that, I would like to share one more. When we used to go to Madhuban, and as small children, we used to get small service like arranging plates, katoris for dinner, lunch, breakfast, strolling the mats, and so on. So Mama used to come around and watch us performing all those things. One day we got late. We went for playing, and we did not hear the bell. And Mama used to come around lunchtime, 12 o'clock, when the bell was rung. And she found that nothing was there. Our in charge was Sister Nimu of Mumbai. So Mama was talking to Nimu. Nimu, today your department is very slow. It has not done its work. Nimu Ben was getting upset with us. Of course, she couldn't say anything, but through a vibration we could feel. But after that, it was Mama who gave us a lot of love and said, "Child, you have to be attentive." Similarly, Mama had sown the seeds of study in me. In front of Mama's room, where there is the rabbi's office, there used to be a small hill. And Mama, she used to send me in the company of senior sisters, those who were senior to me. I was a child, but those senior sisters, that they are revising Baba's Murli. You also go and revise Baba's Murli. So this sanskar of study was also sown by Mama. Then we used to go and cook chapati in the kitchen. Those days, Madhuban's kitchen was very small. Mama came around and she personally taught me how to roll chapatis, how to have a count how many chapatis are being cooked. Mama used to say, after 10, just put a small little ball of flour separately and kneaded flour so that small round it would be. So one kneaded round was equal to 10 chapatis. So like this, Mama taught us how to count also. Then, when I passed out my high school, I was adamant that I wanted to go and live in the center. And my parents were not in favor of it because many sisters, girls who had gone, they had come back. So their parents were being advised by their parents that they should not send me. She will also come back and you will have to make her study again. But there was one point in my parents' mind, that was when Baba said to my father that he should make me study and study in English. He will send me abroad. That was in 1959 when there were no centers abroad. But Baba had said so to my father. So what happens is when I'm adamant, I was good at studies. My teacher also objected why I was being pulled out from the school. But Mama, since I was adamant, Mama thought of sending me to one center. And before sending me, she gave me one teaching. Mama said, "Would you be able to eat so much of chili?" I said, "Yes." Mama said, "Would you be able to drink so much of water? Urn full of water?" I said, "Yes." Mama said, "Would you be scared of a tiger or a lion?" I said, "No." Then Mama did like this, and I blinked my eyes. Mama said, "You got scared." Then Mama said, "If you keep Baba with you, you will never be scared of anything." And Mama sent me to Farrukhabad, where two senior sisters were there. But Baba, when I went to meet Baba in Delhi, then Baba again asked me to continue with my studies. I was very young at that time, just 14 and a half. So with Mama, we used to play. I remember Allen Forest in Kanpur, a beautiful picnic place where we used to play musical chair with Mama. Mama used to play harmonium and we used to play the music chair. And the first prize used to be Mama's lap. The one who wins will get Mama's lap. And second was Mama's Toli from Mama. Like this, one special thing was That Mama, generally, for everyone, we blindfold the person who plays, rings the bell or whatever. But for Mama, it was never done. Because for Mama, every child was equal. Similarly, Mama, when we used to sing for Mama, if at all I have made any song, I made only and only for Mama. When we sang that song, Mama gave us lot of love, but simultaneously, Mama said, "No, all this Mahima, all these praises belong to my shining mother, that is Shiv Baba." So this was also teaching from Mama that we are to keep Baba in our minds and no human being. So we went for boating with Mama in Ganges, in the three boats that you see the picture of Mama. We are sitting there as small children. Similarly, when Mama was in Bangalore, I'm talking of 1963. Mama was in Bangalore and 63, 64. Mama was convalescing and she used to write letters responding to us. Mama wrote a letter to me, not only to me, but to all the center Nivasis. And while addressing me, she said, "You must make such efforts that you come in the line of Maharathis." So this was the last teaching that I received from Mama, and it always remains in my mind that I have to keep to Mama's words that Mama gave to me as a blessing, that work so much so that do Purushat so much so that you get into the line of Maharathis. So this was the sustenance that we received from Mama. And I would say, first speech that Mama made was in Kanpur. It's the first public function. Whole hall was full. There were big industries. Kanpur was called the Manchester of UK at that time. Big industries were there, journalists were there, a lot of opposition was there in the society. But Gupta Bhai, he kept this function. They used to challenge us. So we took that challenge. I was very small, but the scene that was played at that time in drama was wonderful. The whole hall is full, and the stage secretary announces the arrival of Mama on the stage. Mama, in a majestic royal manner, walks up to the stage, comes and stands in the center of the stage and gives drishti to the whole hall. Not a single person was able to raise his voice. There was pin drop silence. Mama, through her Shakti Swarup, through her benevolent Swarup, gave drishti to the entire hall, and Mama could hold that hall in total silence. This was Mama's wonder. Mama, her personality was so that no one could say a word in front of Mama. She was a great personality, great person. Great is a very small word, but such a spiritual personality who has not yet been replicated in the words of Baba. Mama is Mama, Baba is Baba. And Mama, she used to sustain her children in a very loving manner. If anyone came with a complaint, Mama would listen to the complaint, but then would say, what was your mistake in it? So the person who is to come would return with some special teaching that this is what I have to correct. This was Mama's way of sustaining the family. And I have seen Mama listening to Baba's Murli. Mama, she used to give Murli first, and then Baba would walk down slowly, slowly, slowly. But Mama's ears were so sharp. She would hear Baba's steps, Baba coming. She would stop. She would never speak in front of Baba. And when Baba sat on the stage, Mama was to turn just a bit, and then her eyes were glued to Baba's face. Her mind was fully concentrated and focused. Never, never, never wander anywhere. And early in the morning, Mama used to read Baba's Murli, churn over it, and then come out. Daddy All-Rounder used to say, Mama's face used to shine like the moon in the morning. So this was our Mama, who we remember every day, in every call. Without Mama and Baba, what is a family? So Mama and Baba are always there in our thoughts, in our breath. Thank you, Dad. Om Shanti.